Aloha everyone! Today is an exciting day because I got some new seeds for my container garden and I can't wait to show you what I'll be growing next. Whether you're growing in buckets, grow bag, a garden tower, I'll be sharing the seeds I picked especially for containers right here in Hawaii's warm tropical weather. Let's get into it. The first seed I'll be planting is a mini yellow bell. Here I have my seed container and my growing medium is just Coco Coir. It's a sterile mixture. All the nutrients at the early stage would be coming from the seeds that I plant. So I drop at least 2 seeds in each cell and then cover them up with some Coco Coir mix. Next, I'll be planting the red robin cherry tomato. Same type of potting mix. I'm trying these new seeds that I got from Callie Kim Home and Garden. It's the indoor seed pack. When you're picking seeds for container, look for the words like compact, bush, variety, or ideal for containers. That's usually a sign that they'll do well in small spaces. Now, because we're gardening in Hawaii, I always think about the heat and the rain. So I like to start some seeds indoor and under shade until they get strong enough. The next set of seed cell, I'll be planting some basil and some mini cabbage from Renee's garden. So once my seedlings in the seed tray are ready, then I'll transplant them into larger containers. Here I'm going to be direct sowing some herbs into this container. I may keep the herbs in this container or I may transplant it out into my garden, but if I do keep it in this container, I'll be giving it fertilizer since this is a sterile mixture. Another way to plant in containers is to grow your own microgreens. So microgreens, you can use any type of container that has good drainage. I'm using recycled tofu containers and I filled it up with my Coco Coir, and then I get my seeds that I'm going to be using for microgreen. So this time I'll be planting some snow peas, some kohlrabi, and in the other container I'll be doing mustard, cabbage, and kale. So all what I do is fill the container up with Coco Coir, then get my seeds and sprinkle them on the top of the container. Now I can use the seeds for the whole container, but I'm only using half of the container to do the peas, the kohlrabi, the kale, and the mustard greens. I also made some tags so that I can identify what I'm planting, because I can't tell from the microgreens certain plants because they all look alike. So sprinkle a generous amount of microgreen, and I'm slightly tapping it in, but you don't have to. Microgreens is one of the easiest things to grow for container gardening. You can use your microgreens in salads, soup, or on your breakfast eggs, or even in your sandwich. I do spray my microgreen seeds, and then I get a cardboard and spray the cardboard and place it on top of the seeds and press it down a bit. I keep a weight on it for 1 or 2 days and then check to see if the microgreens have sprouted. If they are sprouting, then I remove the weight and the cardboard. And if I need to water my microgreens, I bottom water the microgreens. I never water the microgreens from the top after the initial setting of my seeds. It's only because you want to avoid getting fungus on your microgreens. Videotaping this microgreen segment was a bit difficult since I had to place the camera stationary since my husband was busy with fixing some things in our home. So I was solo in this part. I wanted to share in this segment my transplanting into a container as well as direct sowing some seeds. I'll be using the True Organic Root Enhancer. It helps with plant shock and gives the roots some nutrients, as well as using the True Organic liquid fertilizer. So here I'm taking my super bush tomato plant. I'm looking at the roots and I'll be placing it into this pot and adding the root enhancer, then pushing it into the soil mixture of Coco, Coir, vermicast, vermiculite, and perlite. So to retain some water but good drainage, and also to give it some nutrients. So after getting the tomato plant in, I'm going to be planting some shiso and butterhead lettuce. So I just sprinkle it around the tomato and lightly cover the seeds. This container with the tomato will be kept outside, and the seed trays that I did earlier with the microgreens will be kept inside under some grow lights. Adding the liquid fertilizer, and underneath this container I have a drip pan to catch whatever water that is released from the container, and under the drip pan I have a roller planter stand so I can roll it in and out of my garden. We hope you enjoyed this video on how to start your seeds and how to use containers. We'll be having future videos on updates of our seedlings and how we use different types of containers to grow in our garden. So if you have a small space or just want to keep it simple, stay tuned. Mahalo for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.